Hamza Chaudhry. Do you think Hamilton has passed his peak? You also said that you don't think Alonso is a great qualifier, but he seems to have kept his pace better than Lewis, as he's been the better qualifier since 22. Yeah, but you can't compare two different teams. When you're looking at a qualifier, you're only looking at the driver versus his teammate and what you think is the overall capacity of that car, potential of that car, and has that potential been reached? And I'd say you can't compare another driver in another team when you're evaluating qualifying, in my opinion. But what I do think is that Alonso makes more mistakes in qualifying laps than, say, a Lewis or a Max or a Carlos Sainz, or a Charles as well, probably. He does have moments, as we saw in Melbourne, under pressure. He ran over a curb or something, didn't he, in Q3 right at the end. And so that's what I mean. I don't think he's a great I don't think he is as great a qualifier as he is a racing driver. That's what I really mean. He's obviously, by most standards, he's an outstanding qualifier, but he's not actually as good at qualifying as he is at racing. That is what I mean. Is Hamilton past his peak? Yeah, probably. He's not getting any younger. He's already won 7 world championships. He's gone through the agony of everything that happened in Abu Dhabi 21. And at Mercedes after that, rubbing it all in, if you like, with the teammate he didn't really want and a car that's obviously patently not a race winner. And so, apart from once or twice. And so, yeah, I mean, given all that road dust, how could you expect him to be absolutely at his peak? What I do think is that in a new team like Ferrari, with breathing new air, if the car feels really nice underneath him in terms of balance and grip, and he's relaxed in his mind, I think he would still be as quick over one lap as he ever was. What I also think is that and we're seeing it at the moment, if the car doesn't feel great underneath him, he isn't going to push it to the same limit that George Russell will take it to. And I think that's quite understandable at where he's at in his career. So in that sense, you could possibly say, that's why I say he's probably not at his peak, because if you're at your peak, really you're extracting the maximum from a car in every possible situation, and you're still as hungry as a dog in every situation. But how can any of us expect Lewis to be as hungry as a dog, or as hungry as he was in 2007, with 7 world championships behind him? And how can we expect him to be constantly on a very edgy, high-speed flick oversteer limit for lap after lap after lap when he's racing for 7th place? I don't expect him to do that. And I think it's totally understandable that he isn't doing that.